And welcome back to another new DML video. So just looked into this week's and I finished in the right position to get 10 free enchantment tickets. I finished at number 10 for the solo leaderboard, so I did not get anything for that. And this is the new week. So we have the new Tyrant event, the Tyrant altar right here in the center. We also have the new sigil campaign now for the veteran dragon. So it's the same old sigil campaign again that we'll be looking at later. And we also have the dragon grid event that's gonna start. We had the bottomless dungeon which to done. So just gonna start a brawl and do them later. But basically this is the new Tyrant event. Let's just go into the altar and see what happens. Let's get 5 Tyrant tickets for free. So let's go into the shop first. And we have some bundles here that cost quite a lot. So we have this new habitat called the Northern Ruins habitat, which is one of the pieces for the mega habitat. That's interesting, but it costs money. It costs lots of money, around $10. So that's kind of very costly. Yeah, the cost for the dragon grid energy and everything is pretty high. So Ignis Nivius is unfortunately at a very high level. 120 levels will be needed to unlock Ignis Nivius for anyone that wants it. Lignorum, Magmalepis, and Flagros. So Flagros is the early one that you're going to unlock. These are the elements for each of them. So we have Flagros, which is Tyrant, Fire, Void. We have Magmalepis with Tyrant, Fire, Light. Lignorum with Tyrant, Fire, Plant. And Ignis Nivius with Tyrant, Fire, Energy. So if you look at the milestones, the shrine is again costing $10. It's not on sale, so that is kind of disappointing. So we have Chocolate Dragon, Sinister Dragon, Breeding Token, Aquatic Dragon. We also have this new seasonal buff, so it unlocks an exclusive seasonal treasure event and rune exploration. I think I'm going to talk about this part of it later. For now, we just look into the milestone. We have the Sacred Apple here at 2,100. Talisman Spend, Leo Dragon, Cartoon Dragon. So unfortunately this milestone list isn't as amazing or worth it to spend money, at least for me. So I'm not going to spend any money. I'm not going to buy this generator. I did buy it last time for the first Tyrant event, but it doesn't matter anymore. So let's look at the event itself. So we have the Tyrant chest that will have these contents. So we have Spicy Dragon, we have Orange Wing, and we also have Northern Dragon. Now I don't know whether these dragons will keep changing between the chapters, because in the last Tyrant event they did change quite often, but in the event timeline they did not really mention these dragons changing throughout the chapters. So we'll see that. I already had like half of the pieces of Spicy Dragon. It's a pretty cool looking dragon. It's a reskin of Turf Dragon. We also have the dungeons. Now why the bottomless dungeons are important in the Tyrant event is you need to get the dungeon dragon. Just collect the dragon. You don't need to hatch it or anything. Just collect the dragon, and it unlocks a special avatar in the dragon grid, which is more stronger than the usual fire dragon. So speaking of which, let's look at the dragon grid. And instead of the fire dragon, we have the arcane dragon. And if you get the dungeon dragon, the dungeon dragon avatar will be changed to that dragon, which is Imperial Egg Dragon. Now arcane dragon has stats of 20 by 30, whereas Imperial Dragon will be starting with 30 by 50. So we'll just start playing the level. So we have to basically survive the grade and not die. It's pretty easy. It's a pretty easy level to do. And the chest gives us a VIP ticket. It's not too impressive. It's whatever. Now these are it's going to be tricky. So traps alternate as you move. So when the trap is closed, you can move over it. Now you do it like that. You move it and you're safe from the trap. It's pretty easy. Pretty easy. And there's the ticket. So get the ticket and you pass the level. So this is a disappointing reward of 15,000 food. It's alright. Ned. So this is the storyline that will follow during the tournaments. Ned says, Entry 1. Full includes from my extensive research on the ancient dragons of Dragolandia's past. We have located an island where a strange undiscovered species of dragon may be hidden. Although we can't understand the language yet, we think it has similarities to ancient dragon speech. Hey, Hogwen, does your son always talk to himself when he's journaling? Oh yes, all the time. I'm just impressed he can write while he walks, and on this sandy beach, no less. Although, Ned, you might want to pay a bit more attention, or you'll walk right into... Oof, sorry, Ned. I should look where I'm going as well. Just want to finish sketching these totems. Did you say they resemble the water ancients that used to live in these seas? Sort of, especially those crests on their heads. If I remember right... Man, it would have been great to have your talent when I was sent to meet the ancient dragons. I could have remembered so much more. What a wonderful couple of youngsters we brought with us, huh? And with your eye looking after the dragons you rescued from the howling cavern, I'd have been in great shape, Portia. It is nice to be working with you again, old friend, but we should focus. If these dragons are anything like those found in Michaelandia, they'll be in dire need of our help. I think you spoke too soon, Miss Penance. You follow. Oh, that's a pretty interesting... So now this is a level where you have 5 chests. So you can just... Well, this is kind of stupid. I actually had a very dumb moment. And that's 1 piece for the Ignis Fire Dragon. Now, I do feel very stupid for actually doing that. That is just horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. And I managed to get the ticket. So that gives me 2 pieces of Ignis Fire, which is actually pretty interesting. And I also got even Great Energy. That is pretty nice. 1 time ticket too. So... This is gonna be a bit annoying, but there it is. I got 5 chests and the 2 tickets. Gives me gold and enchantment materials. Not really good, unfortunately. So now I do feel like the chests might not really be worth going in higher levels, but I may be wrong. So for the chests so far, it does seem a bit tricky. This is actually insane. Oh, wow. Damn. This is actually pretty... So I really can't do anything except get that and get 2 more pieces for Ignis Faber. That gives me 6 pieces. So this is going to be a bit hectic, I think. The traps are very dangerous, so you have to be aware of it. Oops, I guess I can't really... This is so funny, I actually did not realize that I managed to just dodge them all together. And that's how I managed to get 5 chests, 3 more Ignis Fire pieces. But this is just going to be a long journey to get to 500 pieces. I honestly don't know how realistic it's gonna be, but and that's another one. 2 more pieces, and this looks so easy compared to what we expected. And I do feel like I'm running out of great energy very quickly. I have to log in very frequently. So of course I know the option to get this, and I get 1 more Ignis Fire piece, so that makes it 12. And now there's gonna be... And this is gonna be a a battle of endurance, and a bit of iron too. And unfortunately, I got the ticket before. So that was a bonus level, I think. There were 10 chests, but they literally gave me all these impossible traps, so now I feel like I got baited from that whole level, and that does not feel good at all. And there is two more pieces for Ignis Fiber, and there is one extra good energy that I have. So I can do now 4 battles. I do need to see the cooldown timers and everything. And depending on that, I need to log in the game. Sounds very annoying, to be honest, but I think I have no place to complain about the event. So I can do nothing but this, and unfortunately that's all I could do. But I did unlock Flagros Dragon, and surprisingly I can just open this talisman and see how to do. But I'd rather say my talismans. I do not care about the talisman drops. I just wanted to see how effective the dragon grade was. So there are like a lot of tips and everything. I did want to see like what the cooldown timer was, but anyways, I think that's basically how the good event looks like for now. So the main goal for us would be to get the dungeon dragon ASAP in order to survive, and then do the grade. To log in as frequently as possible, you have to reach the higher levels quickly in order to unlock a larger grid energy pool. Right now we can only keep a max of 4 grid energies, and we need way more than 4. So I guess that's something we need to talk about. I will discuss more about the Tyrant event in details. I haven't really made the video discussing the updates and the event timeline, but this is basically how it's gonna be. If you guys want to buy the shrine, I honestly don't know what to say. I would say not worth it, because it's very costly, and the dragons, if you already have all these dragons, then it's honestly not worth it. Besides, this seasonal buff is free to play, so you don't have to buy the shrine. So I'm not buying the shrine, but if any of you guys think any of this is worth it for you, probably go ahead, but I feel these are very expensive. The valuable bundle might be decent. It is pretty cheap. You do get 5,000 stepping stones, spin 25 tickets, and 30 grid energies. So that's like 30 grid level attempts, which is pretty nice. So maybe you can buy that. But also we have the Moon Rabbit Dragon as the new Dragon of the Week. And for those who are trying to get lots of new dragons, there are some other events like the Hero Challenge that you need the Dragon of the Month for. At the end of the challenge, you'll get the Red Lion Dragon, which, well, I already have it, so I can ignore the event. But I'll try and do the event either way. And during the time events, there would be no solo events, no cake quiz, no castles or anything like that. Just hero challenge and probably boss challenge, because it's not too complex of an event that you have to log into frequently, I think. Well, both boss challenge you have to log in every 2 hours, which kind of matches with the Dragon Grid too. Like you have to log in at certain times to do the Dragon Grid resets, and I think that's gonna be very important. So yeah, that's about it, I guess, and we guys need to play more. From my first glance at this event, I honestly think is it does seem better now. Although some of these level stages bring the tickets out of nowhere, like multiple of these tickets, and you just get the tickets and go to the next level. You can't really open the chest. Like there was this one level just now that had 10 chests, and I could not even open a single chest. I think so. That sucked. But we'll see how the event goes later on, and I will make a more detailed video regarding the Tyrant event and the update altogether. So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Take care.